What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Evil Ewok Podcast. And tonight it's a very special occasion because we've got the Mandalorian Season 3 at last.
Dude, I totally almost muted you, like on purpose, just to see if like you would notice, and then I unmuted you again. But I was like, hell yeah. Because I wanted to hear like a blank intro, and then everyone's like, what's happening?
All right, we got rid of the problem here, so... This is the Cat and Zach show.
Yeah.
I have admin access too, motherfucker. I'm back.
And
better than ever.
And demonetized.
And
you literally
like
cursed,
30 seconds in.
You cursed like 58 seconds in.
We're good. We have 30 seconds to not say any curse words.
Ah.
Oh, damn. He said it for the incorrect date. It's for tomorrow, not today.
It keeps changing it back. I set it to February 28th, and it kept switching it back to March 1st for some reason.
Strange.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's noon somewhere that the headquarters is kind of initializing it. So we're, but the important thing is that we got Mando on March 1st. Finally, after what? It's been 2 years, right?
Yeah.
A little over 2 years. Like Amanda straight up forgot what happened, so she had to watch the last. And she's like, "Oh yeah, the Luke episode was the last episode." And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Didn't something else happen?" I'm like, "Yeah, but that was in Book of Boba Fett."
Right. We were doing a rewatch, and we had just finished season 2 finale. And I was like, well, this feels so weird now. I have to exit out of Mandalorian and hop over to a completely different show, Book of Boba Fett. It's part of our rewatch because we wanted to watch at least episode, what was it, 5 in Book of Boba. Look at all those emojis. Dang. So it was a wild.
This will be a night to remember.
I saw so many tweets this week from people being like, this is your friendly reminder to watch Book of Boba Fett if you have not already, if you're planning on watching Mando Season 3.
It's like, so dude, the casuals are going to be like so confused. That's all I have to say.
What's up, Nick?
They're definitely going to have a recap, though. Don't they always? Like previously on The Mandalorian.
Previously not on The Mandalorian, on Book of Boba Fett.
It's just this title card that says, "This is what you get for not watching the Book of Boba Fett."
Fuck you for the bad ratings.
Go watch Book of Boba Fett, like this video, and come back. Like typical YouTubers do, and they're like, "But if you didn't watch that video, go watch now."
Yeah, we're gonna stop right here. You go watch. Or they literally the first 2 episodes are just the 2 Mando episodes from the Book of Boba Fett. I'd be so mad.
Could you imagine? That would be the biggest troll of the century.
I'm just waiting for people to like pop in and then be like, "Oh, where do I watch it?" I'm like, "I don't know. You can go watch it on Disney Plus. You can go figure out another way to watch it, which we cannot tell you how to watch it, but you can watch it way too."
You mean we're not streaming the episode?
You mean I can't? Why don't you just show us the episode? It's like, well, because we'll get banned, and then that's illegal. So I'm sorry. I don't know how old you are, but
we need the guy at the beginning of every Clone Wars episode. That'd be amazing, but I think he lost his voice, unfortunately.
What? Wait,
he got I think he had a stroke and he can no longer voice act.
Oh,
the guy at the beginning of every Clone Wars episode. Oh, the Admiral?
Yeah. Yularen's voice actor.
Yeah. Oh, he was.
We can just get the live action one. Replace him, I guess. What up, drunk? Yeah, dude. Of course we are. Wink, wink. Just don't tell Disney.
I'm sure they won't notice. But anyway, Mandalorian Season 3 predictions. I know we did this a while ago, but as we've gotten closer and we've seen more trailers and TV spots, do you guys have anything that you're feeling pretty confident that will go down this season? or any characters that'll show up, anything at all.
I'll let Kat go first while she's on her phone.
Y'all always let me know. I'm staring down into the distance thinking. Y'all, I think I said this last time. I'm gonna say it again because the more I speak it into existence, the more it'll hopefully happen. But how could it also not happen, especially because they set it up in Book of Boba Fett? But I would like to see Cobb Vanth again in his moderated form. How can they can't not? He was one of my favorite additions in season 2, and I loved him in Book of Boba Fett. I don't know how applicable he is necessarily to where this new storyline is going. Like, I really do think that this season is going to be much more focused on Din's personal journey. If anything, I feel like I would like to see some more flashbacks of his youth and childhood. Like, I really want to see him having like an emotional reckoning with his upbringing and whether or not he fully subscribes to the laws of the Children of the Watch anymore. That's my hope for where this is going.
I mean, that's like the problem though, right? Like, it's like we're thinking about what we would want to see, because I think the important thing that you said was like Din on his own, we had to see more of him right before he met Grogu, which is kind of like how I always pictured the season was going to go. And then maybe they reunite at the end, which I think would have been far superior, just from like a new, like changing the story up a little bit, not making it feel like just a shoe in for all the casual fans and all the kids to watch, right? Because seeing Din be, the Mandalorian he was, the badass Mandalorian he was, like cashing in checks, taking names, being like Clint Eastwood of Star Wars, like that'd be so much fun to see. And then seeing Grogu train with Luke, and then maybe we see more flashbacks of what he went through, and then Luke's helping him through it, and maybe Luke presents like a different idea where we have like the dogmatic view of the Jedi differentiated in his eyes, and he's not like looking at it like, hey, you can't form attachments, whatever. It's like, but more like kind of combining it, because like we kind of saw the fact that he said it must be one or the other was very weird to me, because he literally used like a dark side power on one of the droids. So I figured he was going to have like a different approach when he was talking to Grogu too, looking back on it at least. So I mean, that's all what should have happened in my opinion, and it's fine it didn't. What's gonna happen, I don't know. I just know that I don't want to just see kind of the same formula over and over again, especially after he said it hasn't even been written, it hasn't even been finished like completely.
Oh yeah.
Season 4, and he's like, dude, we're gonna go for like 30 more seasons. It's like, dude, I can't fucking do that. It's gonna ruin him, man. You gotta actually present an idea that is entertaining, right?
10 seasons Mandalorian, 100 seasons Mandalorian.
Mando becomes the new Grey's Anatomy. It just goes on
God.
and on.
Yeah, I wanted to, that reminds me. So how do you think they're going to use Grogu now that he's seemingly done with his whole we have to get him to the Jedi arc? I'm scared personally that they're going to just relegate him to like, oh, look at this cute little critter. They're just going to use him for cute moments, which they've been doing, but they've also had his story going on. But now that that's over, do you think that he's going to get a new goal or a new motivation, or do you think he's literally just going to be, oh, here's a cute little thing that we're going to cut to every now and then?
So they're going to say he's like a clan of 2, right, Kat? I mean, sorry, Kat, but he's like,
no, go ahead.
Clan of 2, right? So maybe he's going to become like the Mandalorian Jedi that the Tare was. So like maybe they see him as like a savior eventually, and he's some kind of messiah to the Mandalorians. And then he's like, oh, this is going to be the one that will save us all, or some shit like that. And then, I don't know. That's what I see. Kat, what do you think?
I feel like this is just my fear, and this has also kind of been a constant theme throughout the whole show, but I mean, I can't see it ending, but he becomes a huge source of vulnerability for Din, and almost a liability in that sense. I might have said this, so if y'all are sick of hearing it, feel free to be like, shut up, Catherine. But I feel like
shut up, Catherine.
I feel like, somebody, the fact that I know, right? I was like, my full name. The fact that he's back now with Din, though, and it's been fully solidified, the connection, the kind of guardian connection Din has over him. It's especially a vulnerable spot for him if Grogu were to be, in a hostage situation or something like that, because Din has the dark saber, but therefore there's obviously other people who are gunning for it right now. So I can picture that being a source of contention, but also I'm just very curious because maybe this is just because we freshly rewatched season 2 finale, but Luke specifically says like until he masters, his abilities, he'll never be safe. I don't know if that's just bias coming from him as a Jedi wanting to train him in the ways of the Force, but I'm really curious to see if Grogu starts tapping into darker sides of the Force unknowingly or like inadvertently without that training, and Din's not gonna know what to do about it. Like, I'm very curious what it means for Grogu. And I just want it to be believable, like what his journey is going to be like from here on out in terms of his Force powers. Does that make sense? Like,
that's actually really interesting because when you think about it, maybe the flashbacks that we're going to see are going to be examples of him using dark side powers to save or get out alive or something like that, right? And then it'll maybe parallel with him using dark side powers like he showed at the end of that trailer. I don't know, right? Maybe he'll force choke, maybe he'll kill some motherfuckers, which would be sick, but you never know. He just like snaps necks. Like,
I mean, he already choked Cara Dune, right? When they first met.
Oh yeah, he did. I forgot. He was choking.
I totally forgot about that.
He didn't like that whole comparing conservatives to Jewish people comment. He looked into the future and he saw it.
Yeah, this entire time Grogu was a lib. We didn't know. No, it's really interesting though, because like I wonder if is it going to be like Cara's court-martialed or how are they going to write her out?
I don't think
they're not allegedly.
Her.
According to John and Dave, she still exists, but might not appear in this season necessarily, obviously, but I might be misquoting this. So if somebody actually watched the interview, I only saw what I get my sources on Twitter, as we all know.
Act like it never happened, like as if she was never in the show. Is that what they're going to do?
I think they're going to name drop her. Like the character of Cara Dune still will exist. Will we see her? Else? I don't know.
They'll probably be like she's fighting such and such on such and such, or she's busy doing this,
right?
Like from one-liner, and then we'll never hear about it again, probably, right? Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Because she's not like a pivotal, like she's not Din or Grogu. They can go on without her pretty easily, but it is going to be something that requires mentioning. Like they're going to have to tell you where she is because she's appeared multiple times during important times that they've of the show, like the climax of pretty much both seasons. So she warrants mentioning, but I think they could recast her down the line, or they could just never show her again and it would be fine.
I hate recasting. I effing hate it.
Could you imagine if they recast her? It's
like
just
Gina
why?
Carano is such a unique, she's Gina Carano. Like she's not like every
she owns
other...
the role for sure. So it's like you can't just recast her. That would be wrong. So it's like the only thing to do is to write her out if you can't include her, right? And it has to be done where it makes sense instead of just being some weird one-liner or saying that she's not here because of whatever, right? I don't know.
Yeah,
I think they need to do a little bit more to explain it, but
they just like deep fake her. Luke Skywalker.
Oh my god, I know. It's
mean, can you do?
She'd have to sign off on it,
right?
And I don't know why she would.
That's exactly.
I think
very interested in
what an interesting way to say ball.
I mean,
I don't know.
That's how he wants to say it. That's how he wants to say it.
I don't know if he's like censoring him. He's trying to censor it for YouTube.
Maybe.
Interesting. The actress who played Lady Sif would be, who's that?
Lady Sif is did you watch Loki?
Yes.
She's
Loki
the one who keeps like punching Loki when he's stuck in that loop.
Oh.
Wait.
That's Lady Sif.
Isn't she older though?
I actually don't. I remember the loop, but I don't remember what she looked like.
Oh, yes, I see who this is. Oh, wait, I lied. I'm thinking of a completely different person. Yeah, I see it. I mean...
Cat should be Cara Dune.
Go from Gina to these big...
we just like see her and she's like ripped as shit. And we're just like, wait, Cat, when did this happen? He's like, I had to keep it under wraps, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. I just wear loose clothing for like a year.
Or you just you adjust your angle so that we literally only see your face.
Or they like deep faked your body or some shit. Oh
Right? I'd have to be on stilts.
That'd be wild.
What's up, the flaming frogs?
Flaming frogs. I love that name.
Dude, that's
Bro,
solid.
Stop making my comments disappear.
You know what's almost as good as wait, no, sorry. I was saying, you know what's better than flaming frogs just by a little bit? Evil Ewok, just by a little bit though.
Just by
not by a lot.
That alliteration.
Welcome.
You know what's better than evil Ewok? Flaming evil Ewoks.
Oh my god, flaming evil Ewok frogs. Holy shit, dude. What is happening?
You've got me there.
Okay, so in terms of predictions, how far into the season do you think Din's gonna meet Bo-Katan? Do you think it'll be in like the first half or like the first like 2-3 episodes? Or do you think it's gonna be like
I say episode 3 or episode 4?
What do you
I
think?
hope you're right with 3. At this point, it's season 3. Like, let's get to it, you know? It's kind of like, we don't need to establish things anymore. We're already in the thick of a plot. They brought Grogu back already, so that already expedited the process and eliminated potentially, you know, that entire plot happening within this season. So it's like, get to it, you know? So I hope it happens sooner than later. Y'all knew what I was praying for. I really wanted season 3, episode 1 to literally open. Elevator doors close, Grogu pieces out with Luke, and I wanted it to just open and continue that scene, because what the frick chaos ensued after that? You're telling me they all just walked off that ship and left? And Bo-Katan, like, didn't bat an eye at Din and just let him peace out with the darksaber? Like, what happened?
She was like, I'll give you 2 weeks head start.
That would be really funny. She like just stares at him menacingly and she's like, are you okay? He's like, you have 2 weeks.
She's like, are you okay? He's like, no.
I won't kill you now.
He's just crying.
I'd say like I feel like they're gonna arrive in Mandalore by episode 2. I really don't think it's gonna be like 2 or 3 episodes of Din and Grogu, to be honest. I think the training will come after because as you see, they join together at some point, right? And I feel like they're going to be fighting something that comes into the cave, right, where they see the Mandalorian helmets, right? I don't know if it's like some special kind of like ceremony cave where it's like where the Vizslas are or some shit. I don't know, but they do fight something there, and that's one of the creatures that Grogu force chokes and pushes and shit. So they do team up together. So I think there's going to be no real conflict. They're just going to have like a bunch of banter, and they're going to be pissed off at each other for like a second, or she's going to be super pissed off at him. He's going to sit there and be like, "Oh, true. All right, so you want to go like save the galaxy and our people?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure, I guess." And they go off and hang out in the cave and find the Vizslas and shit. I don't think they're gonna fight. I really don't think they're gonna fight. It didn't make it seem like they will.
They should just kiss instead of fight.
Is that coming out of left field?
Yeah, what if they do get together? Would that
what if we kissed on Mandalore? Do you guys remember that like stupid meme that was happening like on the internet?
What was that?
Like, what if we kissed in the Roku city, or like random things like what if we kissed in the Jedi Temple? Like, I couldn't.
What is this meme?
Kat, what are you talking
about? It's literally okay. I'm just a chronically online piece of shit. So like everything I'm saying probably just sounds like bogus to those of you who actually have a life. But it was like a joke. Like I'm trying to like. It
when
would be
Grogu
like
said it's Grogu in time, I cried. Is it like a meme like that? Is it like the Morbin? It's Morbin time. Meme?
Yeah, but like you can shift it. It's like, what if we kissed on Mandalore? What if we kissed in Order 66? Like,
I'm uncomfortable right now.
I don't know. Let's just bypass this conversation.
I need to see this meme, Kat, so I know what you're talking about. I'm curious.
I gotta dig one up. I have to dig it up.
Dig it up. What up, Micah? Really hope when Bo-Katan see the armor, or she comes out and calls her Rook Cast. Oh, do you think it's going to be the armor that she's talking to that whole time? Because I noticed in my trailers, like, everyone's like, bro, why is Bo-Katan calling out Din when he was just a child and shit? And I'm just like, well, maybe she's not even talking to Din. Maybe it looks like editing-wise that it's Din, but maybe it's someone else that she's talking to at that moment. Maybe she's talking to one of her her night owls or some shit who didn't show up or some shit like that. So I guess we'll see.
I'd love to have a moment that's akin to Return to the Jedi where the armor and Bo-Katan are like either debating or like physically fighting, and Din's just standing there like, who do I help? And then that's ultimately what drives him to make his choice, because they're literally competing ideologies. They're gonna, I feel like, encounter each other at some point, and they're gonna have conflict. And Din is caught in the middle of it, which is probably the most interesting thing about this season going into it, is how is he gonna address this conflict? Which side is he gonna end up on?
What the fuck are these, Cat?
Okay. I swear it's a real thing. All right, it's just supposed to be the weirdest, stupid shit, making fun of like.
It combines two unlike things into one thing, into a thing that's related to romantic gestures. So like,
yes,
but mistletoe rhymes with toaster, so it combines mistle toaster, and the toasters are up in a mistletoe form.
Yes. So what if we kissed under the mistletoe toaster? But it's supposed to be like, oh, like you're a little middle schooler. Like, what if we kissed behind the gym?
Oh, has that effect too.
So the joke is like, what if we kissed on the Mandalorian ruins? I don't know. We need to move on. I'm like embarrassing the shit out of myself.
The couch. I love this. Okay, you need some.
Please explain to Amanda, by the way, the context in which I sent you those texts.
Okay. I know. She doesn't go through my phone, and if she did, she'd probably be like, "Wait a second.
I don't know. I don't judge. I don't know. I don't want to assume."
Oh my god. What was that question? Someone had a question. Did we already talk about that? Do we know what major time jump from Book of Boba Fett till this new season?
I don't think so. I feel like it's not going to be significant.
I agree. I think the scenes where they're flying in the ship and it like starts pouring rain, and I don't know if it's just like voiceover, imposed onto that footage when, Din is supposedly telling Grogu, being a Mandalorian, you have to learn how to navigate the galaxy, and he's like steering the ship, and Grogu's riding shotgun on his lap, like, but then it starts like pouring rain all of a sudden. I feel like that's what we're gonna see in this episode, because that's literally how Book of Boba Fett ends. It's the final clip is them flying away together. So I feel like it could be like instantaneously like picking up. I mean, what's there to do? Maybe, yeah. Hold up. If it's not too hard, why not? Because I feel like the mission's pretty clear. Like, just gotta get to Mandalore.
Of 2.
That clip.
Yeah. So they're traveling pretty far too. It seems like, I don't know how far Mandalore is from where they are. Are they leaving Tatooine? And then in that like shot where they're leaving Tatooine, right, to go to Mandalore?
If they're going straight there.
But we see them back on Tatooine in the trailer, which is I'm so. Don't we see what's her name, Pele Mado? Like,
shit. You're
why
right.
does he keep going back to Tatooine?
Why does everyone want to go back to Tatooine?
For real.
Then you are a Mandalorian.
No more. Dude, that looks sick though.
Yeah.
Your cult.
Why does it look so much better than Kenobi? Like, I don't know why I keep coming back to this, but every time they release a new show, whether it's Andor or this trailer, it just looks so much better than Kenobi. Like, that shot of Bo-Katan outside the window, it's incredible, and Kenobi had nothing like that. And it upsets me every time.
You ready for Sid to pull up to Mando saying, "You ready for our mission?"
No, the armor takes her helmet off, and it
is Sid.
No.
You need to go fetch me this thing.
We're like, no, it happened.
There is no escape.
Oh my god. I think Zach would cease to exist.
So one of these is Sid. What up, Mike? What up? Welcome. We got
this might be
30 minutes?
Yeah. I feel like this could be a bold prediction, but this is going off of Charlie's text there. I'm hyped to see Emily Swallow. I'm hyped as well. But my weird inkling is that
She's hot.
I feel like there's going to be conflicts between Mando and her. Because he's going to go through all this shit, soul searching on Mandalore, and have some sort of personal, obviously, journey and reckoning along the way. And if he does side with Bo-Katan and realize, like, dude, you're right. I did all this for nothing. I wore my helmet every day for nothing. Like, I don't know why. I just feel like it's heading that direction of conflict between the two of them. Like him in the armor having a battle.
Yeah, like she turns on him. I think that'd be pretty cool. All I want to see is Grogu go God mode. Yeah, him snapping necks would be so sick. I'm sorry. I just need to see a little toddler snapping necks. I just need to see it. I need to see it. And I'd be like, oh, look at him. He's so cute when he kills people. Oh, my God.
You heard it here first, everybody.
Cat's like, wow, that's really weird. I'm going to leave.
Well, it's just so funny. Like, Star Wars Theory gets so much hate all the time for saying, like, I want to see more Jedi Temple action, and everybody takes that and equates it as Theory wants to see kids getting slaughtered. That's all he wants. Meanwhile, on this channel, Alex is like, I want to see baby Grogu snapping.
I mean, come on. He's like having something so cute just be so murderous is fucking adorable. Like, imagine you see like a little kitten like ripping out a spinal cord and then just like dragging it away. Like,
it's like it's the killer rabbit.
Yes, and Monty Python.
That's just a rabbit.
Look at the bones.
It's so fucking cute.
What, behind the rabbit is the rabbit.
Grogu normalizing murder. You heard it here first.
You silly sod.
I soiled my armor thanks to you.
Well, what episode do you think we're going to see his cult?
4.
Oh, the Children of the Watch? Yo, is it raining here?
Yeah,
Sorry.
same. I mean, we live in the same
it's
city.
Gonna hit here soon. It's going to hit here soon.
I hope it hits right now.
It just like falls through. It just falls through. I'm like, no.
Our queen has returned.
Alice. Oh God, thank you. Now we can finally start. We were just sitting here silent for so long.
No, we were
like,
stumbling.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do without my Alice.
Damn, Mr. Fat from the top rope.
Damn, just fucking throwing it down.
Ooh, okay. I feel like that's a bit drastic.
I mean, there's a lot of crybabies in the Star Wars community, so that's definitely a fair statement. But you trolling me? Psh, you trolling me? Psh. I'm just imagining she's saying that. There's a scene where Grogu throws a bounty hunter like 10 feet away. Yeah.
What do you guys?
Fractured our people.
Sorry, Kat.
No, it's like monsooning outside. I was going to ask, what are your guys' thoughts on the likelihood of Boba Fett appearing in this series? Because based on the Twitter discourse, it's like not. It doesn't seem like it's a certainty, but I'm like, how could they not? Like, I thought it was probably a set in stone thing until seeing people doubt the chances of that happening. So what are your guys' thoughts on that?
I thought it was verified.
I'd put it at like 40% he appears.
Really?
I just like it.
I would hate it, but I think he's going to show up. So
why would he? I mean, I literally released a short today saying that like he's in the top 5 characters who could appear, but I don't. Unless they have like a certified need for him to show up, like where does he fit in here? Like, he doesn't care about. Well, maybe he does care about Mandalore. He hasn't. He's basically said, "Yeah, I'm Mandalorian," but he's never shown an interest in Mandalore, at all in canon.
Wait, did he say he was Mandalorian?
Yeah, he showed Din his thing when he got his suit back.
Oh, that's right.
That's the only angle that I could see him popping up, is that he's tired of being a crime lord, as we saw at the end of Book of Boba Fett, and he's like, I'm gonna go get in touch with my Mandalorian heritage, and then that's why he shows up, because he now considers himself like full Mandalorian or whatever.
Yeah, there was a thing in China that got out, I guess, showing Boba Fett. Yeah, there was like promotional material around. I could try to find the article, but there was promotional material around the new season, and China kind of teased Boba Fett. I guess he's really big over there, and they literally were like spoiling it. And I guess the moment they realized like that was wrong, they kind of pulled it, but then some sources kind of reposted it, and then now it's kind of all over America. There is also kind of a tiny inkling that he maybe has new armor too, and then there's like a section in like the next trailer that we'll watch of him flying with all the Mandalorians. But I'm just like, I mean, I don't doubt that he's not in it, but I don't think that he's in that section of the trailer.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's in the trailer at any point. But yeah, you make a good point. It's like he's either busy handling his own stuff or he sees the higher purpose in it, because he was one of the like
just in it.
You see that pillar right to the right of Din? Bubba's standing right behind that. He's in the trailer.
I'm a fellow Mandalorian.
I'm scared. Yeah, because
I
mean,
love this though. It looks great.
I know. I feel like the Mandalorian has consecutively like been looking better and better, like even just from like season 1 to now.
It's like she's just so far away though. It's kind of funny. She's just like, all right, you can hurry up now. Fuck. I know he's a baby and he's just floating, but can you fucking hurry up? Jesus. I haven't talked to you.
No, Micah, Coruscant is not under Imperial control. The Empire pretty much folded, like I believe within a year or so after Return of the Jedi, and this is longer than that in the future. So, no, the Republic should be controlling Coruscant, but it's not the capital anymore. So, who knows?
Thank you, Lord Master.
Where were you then? Did you think your dad was the only Mandalorian?
See, like they're all together, right? And they're all hanging out, and I'm just like, okay, so I guess the fight doesn't last very long if there is one. I mean, I think you can put 2 and 2 together.
My question is, why would Mando go for a ship that has such little cargo space? For a bounty hunter, cargo space seems pretty important. That is a good point. He definitely went with the Corvette rather than the pickup truck, so to speak.
I'm not gonna lie, it kind of made me sad, like rewatching stuff from seasons 1 and 2, and the Razor Crest, how spacious it was. He had that freaking
Had a little cradle for him too.
Yeah, and the not cryo chamber, that's the carbonite. Stuff.
That
like
was
he doesn't
so
have any of
cool.
that,
That was
right?
so cool, yeah.
He doesn't have any of that anymore. Like there's not even a bed on their ship. Like what are they gonna do?
Robert
Okay,
Rodriguez was like, fuck it, just blow it up.
The part I never liked about the carbonite thing was that in Empire Strikes Back, it's very much portrayed like this is some new thing that they're trying for the first time, and they're not sure if it's gonna work. So, unless it's become like super popular, and Boba Fett's like, "Hey guys, look, this is really sick. We need to make this like this. We need to make this popular with bounty hunters."
I mean, technology does move pretty fucking fast. And if you can imagine, like in that kind of world, technology probably does move fast if it's proved. Like we're like, hey, look, dude, did you hear like those fucking carbonite freezers over on Bespin could like freeze someone and then he was still alive afterwards? They're like, holy shit, bro, let's fucking do this. And then they're like,
this is groundbreaking.
This is groundbreaking, and now they just have it on chips. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that.
What's up, Sebastian? Work couldn't stop me from watching the Evil Ewok podcast. I love that attitude, brother.
The homie Seabass. I'm gonna call you Seabass from now on.
Seabass.
Little Sebastian.
Came common, especially for bounty hunters. Yeah, but I want to know how that process got rolling. Did Boba Fett group text all the bounty hunters and he's like, guys, this is really sick. we need to do this.
It's like, bro, he's like, look at this selfie. Yeah, he literally.
Oh my god.
Selfie with frozen Han.
Selfie with Han. He's like the biggest smuggler. I got
Put Captain Solo in the cargo hold.
I just made 10x everything. Like my net worth is now 10x what all the fucking worthless bounty hunters are worth because of Vader and catching Han.
I think Din is going to upgrade to a Mandalorian starfighter similar to Bo-Katan's ship. But I don't know, because he just upgraded. It would be really weird if they had him upgrade again.
Yeah, they had a whole freaking episode practically
that would be
dedicated.
so weird. Yeah.
Hello, Jarn. General Kenobi. They did it before in the Clone Wars, but it was a much longer process. That's right, with the Citadel arc.
I don't remember. Can you elaborate?
When they wanted to break into the Citadel to rescue a Jedi Master, and they couldn't get in normally because the separatists would detect life forms, so they like froze themselves so that there wouldn't be any life forms detected. And then once they landed on the planet, they had a droid unfreeze them, and then they infiltrated the prison. It's the episode where Echo apparently dies, or one of the episodes.
Oh, throwback.
Whoa. Wait, I thought Charlie had left. Welcome back, dude.
Maybe Lando Calrissian sold the tech. Seems kind of in character for him. Maybe.
Oh, okay. We're making a short
I'm gonna
story.
blame him.
Henceforth, you shall be known as
Sea Bass.
Bass.
Does anybody else think of oh my god, what Tommy Boy when they hear? No, is that? I could be wrong. Seabass. Yes, it's Tommy Boy. No, it's Dumb and Dumber. It's Dumb and Dumber. I'm an idiot. Does anybody else think of that scene from Dumb and Dumber when they hear Seabass, or is that just me?
I think of Sebastian Janikowski, the punter for the Raiders.
I think of Sebastian Stan,
Never
who had a prosthetic dong in Pam and Tommy.
Oh, interesting.
Do you think
Have you guys seen it?
No,
I haven't.
Oh,
I
I
heard
really
about
liked
that.
it. It was great.
Do you think they're gonna throw in the first few minutes of Who Saved Grogu to get it over and done with? I don't think so. I think they're gonna tease us with it.
We gotta earn that.
Yeah, we personally have to earn that. We gotta do our laps.
Don't just give it to me.
By the way,
Do we want to segue to our thoughts on the 35? Is it a 35-minute episode?
Real quick, we'll do our YouTube lead duties. Remember to like the stream, guys. We always forget, but please like the stream. It helps us out a lot. And subscribe if you're not subscribed already to all of our channels.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
But let's go over the runtime, which is 35 minutes, which isn't. It's not.
That includes
great.
credits, correct?
Yeah. It's not great for a premiere episode, but I'm just happy to get Mandalorian. That being said, it's gonna feel super short, right?
You know what that means, though?
What does that mean?
How many times have we seen an amazing first episode and then the rest of the series is just like not as great as that episode, or maybe slowly building up to something better at the end? It's the first and last episode that are the greatest. And for the fact, yes, but like the fact that this episode right here is shorter means that maybe there's going to be just quality throughout the whole season. That's my prediction.
I'd certainly like it.
Yeah, I mean, like, trim the fat if it's not necessarily like, yes, 30 minutes has tended to feel. I just want full fat. Give me the fattiest episodes.
Yes,
like
Cat wants diabetes.
Oh, fuck! I need my fillet.
Oh my god! But like, I don't know, 30. If it's 30 minutes of quality and they just get to the quick, like, sure, there's nothing wrong with that. But it is definitely hard looking back on one of my favorite episodes of Mandalorian ever is season 2 premiere, which was like 50 minutes. And it felt like a mini movie. It was freaking amazing. So to go from that to then hearing that this was only going to be 35, including credits, which I feel like equals 31 total.
28, 29.
Oh my god, not even 30s? What in the world? Like, what's gonna happen? They must just be getting right to it. Like,
Dr. Mad Studio. Hello, folks. Greetings from over the pond. We Brits will be getting new episodes of The Mandalorian at 8 a.m. I'll be having cornflakes and 4 slices of butter toast while watching it. First of all, awesome profile picture. I love Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And second of all, yeah, that's pretty lucky. You get to wake up and watch The Mandalorian, where we have to camp out in the middle of the night.
I work with a lot of people from over the pond, and I have to say, the fact that they get to watch it like as like a part of their morning routine is so nice. Like, they can do their watch parties early morning instead of at midnight. How fucking sick is that? But welcome, dude. Yeah, I mean, all I have to say is that I got my ding dongs and my Moscow Mule here to keep me up.
Are you using my voice to speak? Because I didn't type this.
I typed it and I was like, ADHD, and then I realized I'm logged into the ADHD.
I'm being hacked by cats.
Identity theft is not a joke, Jim.
But thanks for doing the Lord's work, Alice.
Yes,
Get our links in the chat.
I shot that like button with ambient phase pulse blast rifle.
Yeah, blast Death Star, blast that subscribe button, everybody.
Yeah. Fucking blow up Alderaan.
Oh my god.
Cats.
You were so quick to respond. You know, it's actually really funny because when we were talking about how the fact the cat's name, her full name is Catherine, I was about to say, wait, so your full name isn't House Cat? And then I didn't get to do it, and then I was sad about it. Anyway,
full name, legal name, domesticated house cat.
Tabby Cat. Her name is Tabby Cat. We will call her Tabby from now on.
Cat burglar.
It's actually double vowel. Tabby Cat. Yes, join the Discord. Eventually, we're going to have a QR code pop up on the right-hand side of the screen. You guys can just use your phone and just tap it with your camera, and you guys can go right to the Discord from there. It's going to be sick.
The future is now, ladies and gentlemen.
The future is now.
We got 17 minutes until the Mandalorian.
Let's continue with the
docket. Oh, the trailer.
With the trailer. Watch the first 2 trailers like all the way through, and then we'll talk. Which, by the way, hold on. That looks terrible.
Oh. Can you enlarge it?
I'm sure they finished the...
That was one thing I wanted to say. I remember when I first watched this trailer, I'm like, bro, that fucking volume looks terrible there. Or green screen looks terrible there. But it's okay. I'm sure it doesn't all look like that.
Is this Navarro, by the way?
Yeah, right.
Did it like get a huge makeover?
He's been developing the city.
That's right. That's right. Because it looks like unrecognizable. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If this is a reflection of my stupidity or lack of observation, whatever, I'll admit it. But like, first time I saw the trailer and it showed him in this setting, this kind of plaza looking square here, I was like, "Ooh, where is that?" And unbeknownst to me, it was Navarro allegedly this whole time, and I was like, I'm so dumb because it looks so different. I totally thought it was like a new planet. I was like, what's he doing off world?
That's Mustafar, believe it or not.
He really did some renovating.
And girls, Galaxy's Edge this entire time.
Oh my!
It kind of looks like Galaxy's Edge, though.
A little bit.
There's a animated series coming out about Galaxy's Edge, isn't there?
Is there? I don't know, man.
I heard. Alrighty. Did you hear the Naboo? Here, did you hear like the Starfighter sound effect?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, it's a motherfucker!
Hang on. You ready for an adventure?
Yeah, I don't like that shot of him on Tatooine with Pele and the droid. I don't like that. I want them to stay away from Tatooine.
Yeah, we need to just like not be on Tatooine ever at all. For a good 2 or 3 shows or movies, we just need to not be on Tatooine. That would be great.
I'm fine with never seeing it again. To be honest.
Yeah, I mean that works too. Wait, what's the second one? Oh yeah, this is okay. Let me just share.
Let the trailer begin.
That's the world heavyweight boxing champion, Apollo Creed. Apollo Creed!
Our people are scattered like stars in the galaxy. What are we? What do we stand for? Being a Mandalorian is not just learning about how to fight.
Also, I remember hearing a lot of people just complaining about the fact that they keep Grogu there.
In the droid
spot.
Who cares? It's adorable.
And I'm like, but he's so cute in his little fucking tiny thing in there. He's a little Beppa.
If you think about it, though, that's the only thing separating him from deep space. What if he just lightly taps it off and it... I don't know.
Yes,
Damn,
like
Alice
stream,
is
peeps.
laying down the law in chat.
Yes. Like the stream so we
Ooh,
can get out there. We have a
Alice
lot
is
to talk about.
better at promoting ourselves than we are.
Soldiers follow orders. Which, by the way, we haven't gotten enough of Crosshair. We better get him today.
We better get him in the Mandalorian.
I'm gonna
today.
fucking riot. Yeah, he's just in the Mandalorian.
You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy.
Like, I'm up.
That way, you'll never be lost.
It'd be so funny if for some crazy reason, like, he survived like the explosion, and he's just like, you know, a pest on someone else's back or something.
Salacious Crumb.
Salacious Crumb, yeah. He's like the only one that survived the explosion, and he's just like,
Max Rebo and Salacious Crumb. I want a movie about them escaping the barge.
Memes, yeah. Like he literally just like traversed the desert for like hundreds of miles and like found the new owner. God, that'd be the best thing ever. I would watch that.
I'm going to Mandalore.
Yep.
So that I may be forgiven for my transgressions.
May the Force be with you!
Do you think this is going to be the first episode?
The fireworks? No.
It's the way.
Watch it be Tatooine, the first episode. God, that would be such a misfire.
No, please, Jesus, no. They just left. They just left there.
Like, what would be like happening right now? Is it like the anniversary of like the Empire falling? Or
Jesus can't save you, Cat. Only my new powers can.
Oh God.
There's something dangerous.
Wait,
It's March 1st.
that's in 10 minutes.
Whoa.
When do you think we'll see Coruscant?
Episode
Honestly,
5.
I'll say 6.
Oh, you bastard. I'll
I'm
I'll
gonna be
change-
bold and say episode 1.
I'm changing mine to 7 now to 1-up Alex.
Is there a $5 bet?
We're both gonna be wrong.
No. Well, there's a $5 bet all around. This is like
Oh,
gambling
sure,
right now.
why not?
Yeah,
no,
screw
is this legal to endorse on YouTube?
Fuck yeah, it is. So Kat said episode 1. I said 6. And what did Zach say?
I
5?
said 7.
Let the
You're an
record
asshole.
show.
We're gonna get it.
I said
say
episode
6.1.
Let the record show. I said episode 1 before money was involved in this, so I know pretty
So if
dang
you're right,
well.
you get double the amount of money.
I mean,
By the time it becomes big enough for you to act, it'll be
Actually, I feel like the odds of it being episode 1 are lower, so you should get a higher payout. We should like
Yeah. If Kat's right, well, she gets $10.
yeah.
too late.
This is
Oh, we're
Not
doing
Anakin.
it for. What if it is Anakin? Conversely,
it's Anakin versus Sindralig, and it's gonna be like a whole fucking thing.
that'd be so unnecessary. It's just Grogu watching Sindralig versus Anakin.
It's just like hiding, and he's just watching it, and we can't even see the fight because it's from his perspective the
look
entire
at
time.
all those sports.
Oh yeah, they
balls.
updated the emojis available now, so there's a lot more that are.
We
available.
like sports and we don't care who knows.
Oh my God, Lonely Island.
Hell yeah, brother.
What's the other really funny one?
They have so many.
That's not my favorite one. There's another one that's like the best one.
I'm
It's
on
like
a
in that same-
boat, like a
Oh,
boss.
no, way before that. Way before that.
Oh,
Like, the first
okay.
ones, like, Anyway,
Look at all these sports balls.
when do you think we'll see Grogu flashbacks? I think that's you want to just do that bet? I think that's an even better bet.
Ooh.
I'll
Episode
say-
2?
How many are there total?
8 as usual, but has that been confirmed? I don't know if
Is-
that's
Here,
official.
hold on, let me pull this up.
It might be. I feel like I saw a schedule. You're right, Alex.
It is. Is it up right now? Can you see it?
Not yet.
How about now?
I am the
Not
Senate.
yet. Now, so there's 8. Yeah.
1,
as
2, 3,
usual.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I saw 24 and I'm like, holy shit, there's there's
my
24
God.
episodes.
They're all an
If
hour long.
only. Oh my God.
Do you think any of the Bad Batch episodes will coincide with like the Mandalorian or relate to it in any way?
No,
Nah.
I don't understand why they're content to keep them on the same day. It makes no sense.
I was thinking about that today as well. I was like, I feel like there's never been this significant of an overlap between two Star Wars shows. Like we still have pretty much the full second half of. We have about. It's gonna come out to about the same amount of weeks. We have what 7 episodes left of Bad Batch at this point, and there's 8 episodes of Mando. So they're literally gonna be on top of each other for the entirety of Mando. Like that's never happened where Mando has been coinciding with something else. I just don't understand why.
You know the Bad Batch creators hate this. Like
Right? Like the animated shows already, I feel like are. This is not from personal like opinion at all, but I feel like as a general consensus, animation just as a genre in general does not get enough, appreciation, or it's looked as like seen as less than, or like when in reality it's like significantly, if not more difficult to like produce and create those shows. So like to have it competing with Mando is just like, ugh, why would they do that?
Yeah, it's baffling. It's quite baffling.
I think it's a bad move.
Maybe they just believe there's different audiences for both. I don't think so, though. Like Star Wars is Star Wars for most people.
That's fucking nuts to think that.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, what they have that new, it's like that actual kids show coming out. It's going to be animated. It's like Yoda training a bunch of little younglings. Like, I am not watching that. That actually looks like it's made for children.
Cat, we're live streaming that.
I thought that was the one where they're at Galaxy's Edge. The kids one.
Are they? I didn't realize it was at Galaxy's Edge.
Is it Yoda? It showed Yoda?
I might be talking out my butt right
or maybe
now.
it's a different one. Maybe it's a different thing.
Are you thinking of like live action children?
No, there's an animation show coming out about Galaxy's Edge, and I'm just like,
there
what
is?
The fuck? Yoda's gonna be there? Why? Yeah, either that or a game. I don't remember. I need to look at it. Let's all apologize and move on. What happened?
Here it is. See Master Yoda, Jedi Younglings, and Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures, premiering on May 4th. But no allusion to where it takes place.
Did you know the episode is already up?
Are you serious?
Well, let's do the emoji rain bombs and then
let's go, folks.
All right, so I'm gonna pull up the
shout out to Zach for monitoring
thing. Let's see when they can see it. Usually it takes a little bit. It's up. Okay. And let me clear the emoji rain.
Let me fire when ready.
All right, fire away.
Woo! Let's go. Look at all the elements.
Fire away in the name of Mandalorian Season 3.
Easter Island. Nice. Let's go.
Dollar bills. Make it rain, Benjamin.
Let it rain.
And we'll be meeting here on Thursday, correct? To debrief.
Wow, Cat's not coming back again. What a surprise. Cat's not coming back.
I would.
Yeah,
like I film
a
reaction and then literally go to sleep. I'm actually staying awake for this, y'all, but I have stuff to do tomorrow, so I can't stay.
Oh,
up
and
late.
we don't. I understand. We're not as important as Catherine style guys.
We're gonna be in this fight until we're 6 years old.
Are those waffles?
Alrighty.
No, flowers.
Dude, I'm gonna go get some fucking ding dongs and watch this shit.
I'm gonna go freaking watch. May the force be with you all. Let's hope for a good one, babies.
What the fuck? Alrighty, guys. I'll be back after. Me and Zach will be back after everyone. Cat, goodbye. Give Cat some love.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye,
See ya,
boy.
cat.
This is the way.
This
This
is the
is
way.
the way.
All right, everybody. Let's pull up the old timer so that you guys can sync it up with me. Stopwatch. Okay. Now we're gonna share my screen. Share. And then I'll zoom in a little bit. Same procedure as always. Okay. Bam. Let's start the episode. All right, I'm starting it now. This is the way, everybody. Enjoy the episode. I'm just gonna watch the recap. They've got to show Boba Fett recap, right? Or at least part of it. Yeah. Okay. You know, some people are like, "Where that? I don't remember this." See ya, John Cena Studios. Or I guess I don't see you. Here we go, everybody. It's been a long time. Different audio for the. They didn't use the same audio for it. Ooh. Ooh, I like this. What is this gonna be? Good night, Serena. May the force be with you. Well, that's pretty sick. It's a little child Mandalorian. That that kid's never gonna feel the wind on his face again. It's a mosasaurus. God damn. This is awesome. I think you should probably just run away. Death roll. Started like 6 minutes ago. Impeccable timing. Such a good beat. Yeah, well, you were all no longer about to be Mandalorians until he saved you, so call it even. A born again Mandalorian. He's wearing his chainmail under his little outfit. This is the way. I think Grogu closed the deal on that one. You can't say no to those eyes. No, Alice. That sucks. That sucks so much. Everyone dies in the first 10 minutes, Alice. It's tragic. Oh, it's the space whales. Little nod to Rebels there. Purrgil, that's what they're called. I literally just call them space whales. Looks like we're going to Navarro. That's cool. He's got a little droid to carry his tail, his train, or whatever it's called. Call the planet Creed, yeah. Good night, Charlie Hep. Oh yeah, I saw this scene already. What's up, Lizzie? Welcome, welcome. Pirates. It's up right now. I'm watching it right now. The timer is how far in I am. Yeah, it might be a discrepancy on Disney Plus's part. I don't know. It's up for my time zone at least. Yeah, it's never been a problem in Mandalorian. It was just Andor that didn't have a lot of aliens for whatever reason. I actually think Mandalorian's done a nice job with including aliens. Or he'll come back with more men. Is he gonna go get Cobb Vanth to do it? Yeah, that's about what I thought they'd do. Yeah, it's pretty good so far, Alice. There's no way he lost the dark saber. That would have been pointless to have him struggling to use it just to lose it. He probably has it stored in his ship somewhere. Ha ha ha. That was the best part. I like how they're matching the explosions to the music. Yeah, very reminiscent. Asteroid field and all. I like the design of the pirate. I hope we see more of them. Yeah, it does. I don't know, Micah. It's a new one for me. So this is where Bo's been living. R.I.P. And that's the episode. Gonna watch the art and the credits because I like watching that. Bow, 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 bow. What up, brother?
Yo, holy fuck! 66 new messages. Alrighty,
So that was an episode.
dude. A lot happened.
Yeah. I felt like they tried to touch on every major character that we're going to be seeing this season in one episode.
Yeah, a lot of trailer shots in the first episode, which makes me really excited, to be completely honest with you. What was the bet? I forgot what the bet was.
It was I forgot what it was too.
Was it the flashbacks of Jedi, or was it something else? Didn't we say when will we see Bo-Katan?
It was something else. Was it? I don't think it was Bo-Katan. God, what was it? I don't remember. I guess we can rewatch it. Yeah. We already fucking forgot.
Because if Bo-Katan was like the bet, then Cat already won.
Oh, no. It was Pershing on Coruscant.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it really? I thought that was just like
it.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So Cat lost.
The bet was that we would see Coruscant. Okay. And I said 6 and you said 7.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be 7 though. I think it's gonna be earlier.
It's like the end of 6. I'm like, fuck you.
But what'd you think overall? Did you like it?
I enjoyed it. Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought the pacing was good. I liked seeing it was like pretty fast, but I mean, so far I didn't really see anything wrong. I liked seeing the little ritual in the beginning too. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then Din coming to save the day. The religion is eerily similar to Catholicism with confession. Only they, instead of confessing the sins, they bathe in their sins, which is like an interesting kind of touch on like kind of the weird kind of like superstitious rules or weird laws of religion. But I don't know. Like, I think it's cool. I enjoy it. I know it can be seen by some people as like, oh, why the fuck is he such an idiot? Why does he have to follow all this shit? It's like, well, because he grew up with it. It's his creed. It's something that he's very passionate about, and he wants to do it. So it's like, let him fucking do it. Who gives a shit? And yeah, I think I didn't expect to see Bo-Katan. I thought she was going to be on Mandalore too. Weirdly, but then again, I was thinking maybe like. It was a weird thought because it's like, how is the throne room still okay, but everything else is destroyed?
Yeah, I assumed it was also for some reason the throne room on Mandalore. So when it was happening, I was like, oh, this makes sense. But I didn't.
And they would fight there, right? But I mean, I feel like I called it though. She doesn't give a shit anymore. She doesn't care. She's gonna just go hang out with them later and find them on Mandalore at some point, which is gonna be interesting.
I didn't expect her to be kind of down and out. That was definitely something.
She'll change. She'll come around, but she's broken right now, which you can tell. I think she's just reflecting on all of the bad choices she's made throughout, like her time with what was his name? Pre-Vizsla.
Well, I mean, it's more than that. It's just like everything she's ever done has ended up in failure. Like she tried to, stage basically a rebellion against her sister with Pre-Vizsla. That failed. They finally retook Mandalore, but then her sister got killed, and then Maul took over and killed Pre-Vizsla. That failed. And then she finally got mall away from Mandalore with Ahsoka and the Republic, but then as soon as they did that, the Republic turned into the Empire, and then the Empire oppressed Mandalore, and so that failed.
Yeah.
And then in Rebels, she gets the dark saber, and then they try to retake Mandalore or whatever, and then that fails. And then this time, her little uprising fails before it even really gets going. So I guess I understand why she's feeling down and out. It makes perfect sense. I just think it hurts me that there's a lot of fans out there who aren't gonna really understand the whole significance of this because they haven't seen the Clone Wars, they haven't seen Rebels, they don't really know her full story. It's very littered among shows. So I'm a little upset we didn't get to see some of that. At least like her group leaving her, I would have liked to see that. But as someone who's seen all of Bo-Katan's story, I think it works.
I feel like. So you know how in the trailer Bo-Katan's looking up at something at a ship, right? Could that be other Mandalorians? Could that be Din coming back? Could that be just cut from the scene? Could you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think it was just cut, or do you think there's going to be someone else that shows up where she's actually like maybe has to fight someone or something, like the armor or some weird shit like that?
Are you talking about the shot where she's looking out the window?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's possible it was cut because the atmosphere is similar, but maybe it's always kind of rainy and yucky looking on this planet. But I don't know. I'm sure, like, obviously we're going to see more of her. I don't know that this will be the case. I hope that they cut back to her every now and then and show what she's doing, or I guess she won't be doing anything.
Yeah, like she'll maybe have her own episode, right?
I'd love that. I love
that. That would be really cool. Yeah, I like her too. I like her a lot. I loved her in Clone Wars. She was like one of my favorites. I liked her the most out of any Mandalorian, I think. As far as like Satine or that one motherfucker who sided with Maul.
Gar Saxon.
Yeah, he was pretty cool too. He was kind of dumb, but he was pretty cool. Imagine Grogu gets a little helmet on himself. Little helmet. So cute. Look at that little
They'd never cover up that face.
He just has like Beskar armor for his ears. Just like it's like wow. Or he has like a little binky with Mandalorian.
Mr. Fret's gonna go watch the new I forgot about that. The new Bad Batch episode. Wish me
luck. Yeah, I'll probably go check that out after this.
Metamorphosis.
We're gonna face the creature metamorphosis.
Tick.
Holy shit, Tick.
Tick, I'm turning into a butterfly.
Tick. I'm aging faster than I thought I was.
It's a metamorphosis happening to me.
Omega.
Where's the Echo? All right, what would you give it out of 10? And then let's bounce.
I'd give it a solid 7.5, maybe 8.
I think I'd give it a 7. I think it was an adequate opening. Too short, I think, but that's okay. At least we got to see quite a bit. Before we go, I did love the design for the pirate captain. I thought he was really cool looking.
Yeah, that the fighter scenes were even way better looking than Kenobi too.
Yeah,
I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? The Naboo Starfighter is like still my favorite ship. I fucking love that so much.
It's sleek, man.
It's crazy that they brought it back, and there's a lot of people that are like, why is he flying it? All that shit. But it's like, man, I just love those. The look of Naboo overall, all of their designs. They're just so clean, and I'm so happy we get to see some more of it. But yeah, I'd say 7.5, 8. You give it a 7. What is everyone else? Alice gave it an 8.5. Oh, what would everyone give it? Drop it below, and then we'll call it a night.
There's only one person watching, so I think we should just call it a night.
Okay. Alrighty, everyone.
Thank you for watching. We'll be back on Thursday to give a more in-depth breakdown of this episode, and probably we'll touch on the Bad Batch as well. But thanks, everybody, and have a good night.